Aloha, High Vibe Tribe. It is Pink Bella. Bit delay, but welcome back, all Starseeds, Lightworkers, the Empaths, 144,000, all of you beautiful souls. And let me just make sure my volume's not too loud. And if you all can just let me know if you can hear me okay. Yeah. Aloha. Oh, here I am. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong piece of information. So welcome back, everyone. We're going to do a live reading for the equinox, the powerful equinox gateway that we're in right now. And I'm just going to call in Prime Source Creator, Goddess Sophia and the goddesses, Archangel Michael, the legions of light. I'm just going to ask that the best messages come in, the star councils if they want to come in. I call them my guardians now, guardians of the galaxy. And I'm going to ask that a bubble of protection be placed around all of you, me, and this session today. Aloha. So aloha, Bianca. Aloha, Christine Love. That's beautiful. I will just shuffle some of the cards while we're waiting for some people to come in. If you are cool with letting everybody know where you are at and how you're doing. Yeah, if you have any ascension symptoms, I want to talk about that today, about the DNA activations and everything that's going on. Yeah, so much is happening. I'm going to be doing some live mini readings. I changed the time to about 2:15 p.m. PST. There's still availability for about 2 more people. So if anybody would like to book, you can check that out. It's at the top of my website. And yeah, so that'll be just personal messages for you. So the options are right now are for personal messages from your guides, messages from the divine goddesses, soul mission, ascension, health issues, or just general messages from your team of light as well. So yeah, it's perfect. Can everybody hear me okay? Oh, thank you, Bianca. That's beautiful. Yes. Fatigue and needing to sleep. Yes, I agree. I feel like that really started the last couple days as we're heading towards the equinox for sure. And if any of you as well would like to book with me, there's some wonderful offers on right now for this gateway. And as we prepare for October, we're going to have a 10-10 gateway and 2 eclipses. And there's also like the new divine goddess sessions as well. So if you have any questions, somebody, beautiful soul, emailed me today the deep dive sessions that I mentioned in the video to have a deep dive Akashic reading and quantum healing. Those are the quantum Akashic sessions, and I just updated the wording on my website today as well. So I agree. I have been very fatigued as well. It sort of hit. Cool. How are okay, so I know Bianca, I know you're in California, and I know Christine, you're in Arizona. How are the temperatures there for you? It has been, where I am, has been unbelievably hot. Like, I'm in a rainforest. There has been no rain really for like almost 3 months. So it looks like the temperatures are going to start to get back to normal next week. And I was guided this morning that when we set intentions and prayers out now to do it for the whole planet and to ask the universal source energies that's beyond this planet to take back our sovereignty for proper weather systems. Yeah, a lot of the weather systems are being manipulated right now. But this is going to be a high vibe reading today. It's not going to be, not going to talk about anything too intense. I did do another update about Maui, but I'm going to load that up on Rumble. So just keep your eyes on in Telegram and on the community tab, because I wanted to get deep into some things that I'm not able to talk about on this platform. Okay. So why don't, even before I start reading about, we are in a Stargate. This is the rebalancer. This is a very pivotal time of year. The very powerful, we have quite a few powerful gateways, but the gateways, oh, sorry, Christine Love. Yes, you're in Connecticut. That's right. Yeah, sorry. I was thinking you were another Christine. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll talk to you about that in a second as well. Okay, so we're going through a rebalancing. So when I talk about powerful pivotal gateways, the reason they're so powerful is that they're realities that help us leave the matrix, and the realities that the universe set up long before you and I arrived, like with our ancestors and previously, to honor the earth, to honor the goddess, to honor our soul, to take a break from the everyday rush of life and survival and move into like honoring things. So even myself, I've been getting more into doing some things with Gaia And I'll be making some more announcements about this as well. I've actually started to anchor in Divine Goddess codes where I'm being guided to go here locally as well. So that's part of my grid work as well right now. So we're moving into this rebalancing. So all of us here in the Northern Hemisphere, we're heading into fall, which I feel like I'm not the only one, that many of us are kind of looking forward to some cooler temperatures. And others around the world in the Southern Hemisphere, you're going to be moving into spring. So you're probably ready to say goodbye to winter. And so it's a great time to honor ourselves and the earth and make decisions about letting things go and moving in new directions. So I want to just make sure that I bring in enough information for all of us today. So why don't I, before I read the information, I'll just ask for the universal sources to bring in like 3 positive messages, or just any messages that we need to know for this equinox gateway. It is a divine matrix, so it's a portal. It's like going through a door. Where the earth changes, the seasons change, the weathers change, and it's an opportunity for us to quantum jump and realign again to another highest timeline. This is about interconnectedness, synchronicities. On this card it says God instances, but I would say messages from the universe, messages from Prime Source and the Goddess. Okay, so we're being given an opportunity to level up, and it's also when this comes forward, it's very powerful gateway, the equinox, as is the solstice, because of the shift of the seasons, because of the shift in the energies. We're also receiving a lot of light codes, a lot of DNA activations right now as well. So some of you might be experiencing some ascension symptoms, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. Akashic records, which is what I've been posting about the last couple of days. So our Akashic records are, let me just show you, just to make this. This is one of the oracles I'm going to be using today. So this would be like a chapter or a lifetime. Each lifetime is a book of knowledge. Akashic records are books of knowledge of information. And I have been sharing and deep diving into the Akashic records for myself and for all of you officially since 2017. That's when Archangel Michael brought this information to me, that this is what I would be doing. So the Akashic records, like, we open up the records. So why don't I just even do that today? Let's just do that. Just going to ask, I've already did this before the session, but let me just light some incense and just ask Prime Source Creator. Ask Prime Source Creator and all the guides to open up the Akashic records for the collective today, so we can bring in the best messages for this very powerful equinox gateway for 2023. Okay. So with the Akashic records, we have an opportunity to clear old stories, release past lives, which is traumas, and giving us freedom to move forward. So I personally have been clearing a lot of information around the times when the goddess was doing well on the planet, and then when things went upside down, and then I've been having to clear that out of the way so I can share more information with all of you for sure. Okay, it's been very beautiful. It's been a very beautiful experience for me. The Pleiadians want to come in today. So the Pleiadians and the Sirius star system are very much connected to the blue ray and the blue flame. And those of us that are Starseeds and light workers, they're just letting us know that they're here. They're available for healing. So they're going to come in and assist and bring any information that they need today. So it's coming together, harmony in the heavens, and resolution. So if any of you are at a pivotal point, a crossroads where you're needing guidance or you're wanting direction, this is a great time to set those intentions, prayers, and know that we have councils of light. Like, that's what came in. That's what came in yesterday. We have sacred councils of light that are here watching over all of us, okay? And that there are always resolutions to situations. I would say we still have 6 planets retrograde. So I would say we're still being forced to kind of go within. Quite often like to have meditation and some quiet time, some sacred time. So it's a good time to do that from now through the gateway. We don't always have time. Everyone's got a busy life, and this is a busy planet that we're on. but this is a great time to sort of bring some sacredness back into your life and know that the universe has resolutions for you. Plus, because it's such a powerful gateway, we have an opportunity to quantum jump to our highest timeline as well. Okay. And then I love this. Bottom of the deck is the Great Central Sun. A reminder, this is about regeneration, success, and that we're receiving ideas and information and codes for abundance. This is, yeah, the powerful solstice and equinox gateways are all about us recalibrating for new levels of abundance. And so all of us are able to experience that at any time, okay? So that's a beautiful message, and that's from the Central Sun. I'm just going to check in with everybody. Aloha, Sue, welcome. Aloha, Ishel from Texas. Hi, Christine in Connecticut. Oh, good. I'm glad that the hurricane missed you. That's good. Yes, if it's not like drought and fires, it's hurricanes and flooding. So we're all, every single one of us is experiencing some type of weather anomaly at this time. Hi, Bianca, about Africa. So my divine guidance in the 90s was to go to Egypt and the pyramids and then go to Africa. So Africa is another location right now because people have been commenting. Oh, thank you, Christina. That's beautiful. Thank you. I'll add you to the list. Thank you. I haven't even created my list yet. That's perfect. Africa is another location where there's a lot of fires right now. So it's another area that's being looked at for other purposes, right? So lots of prayers for Africa. And I do receive emails and messages from people who are all over Africa as well. So we're all in this together. I think if you can even go and research, there are satellite images with how many fires there are on the planet, and it's mind-boggling. So, but I was going to say, Bianca, most likely we're all doing these assignments, working together as light workers and starseeds in our sleep. So most likely you have been helping out in Africa. Yeah. Oh, is she sitting in the grass downloading solar codes? Bravo. Aloha, Salik Rose from the UK. Welcome. That's fantastic. Okay. So I'm just going to, I'm going to read some information for us today. And this is by Divine Energy Works. As we are fast approaching the equinox Stargate. So to me, portal, vortex, Stargate, all the same. And the words start to activate remembrance and codes within us. That's why I use all of them, okay? We still have 6 planets in retrograde. This is the divine union of light and dark. So that's where the equinox is the equalizer of, those of us in the northern hemisphere will start to have shorter days and more darkness. And those of us in the southern hemisphere, I'm in the northern hemisphere, but those of you in the southern hemisphere will start to have longer days. So yeah, I'll talk a little bit more about that. So we're still with 6 planets retrograde. We're going to still be going on a deep journey within to help us bring our own personal tools and information about what our next steps are. The incoming plasma light from the Great Central Sun, which the card just came in through our sun, is carrying transmissions of the higher frequency of the Ascension plasma wave. So we have our sun that takes care of Earth. Then we have a central sun. Then there's a Great Central Sun. And then I always feel that then it's prime source creator that's coming through all the dimensionals through the galactic center, okay? Transmissions of the highest frequencies of the Ascension plasma wave, sacred geometry, light body activations through the opening Libra Equinox Stargate that will be arriving at 0 degrees Libra on September 23rd this year. The Equinox Stargate we'll be moving from, we're in Virgo energy right now, we'll be moving into Libra, which is the great rebalancer. The Equinox Stargate is 0 point, so we've got an opportunity to have a 0 reset and a fresh restart of ascension, the rare point of a galactic equilibrium, the doorway to the quantum field of the unlimited potential. And I heard a really interesting term last night, the quantum matrix. But so there's different types of matrices. And part of what I'm sharing here with you, light as information, is to help us elevate and move into higher frequencies to release us from the old matrix, okay? Which we're all doing piece by piece. We're all slowly healing pieces, and then moving ourselves into the higher new earth quantum light shields around the planet and the new quantum field. Okay. This is the powerful time of closing a cycle that we've been in. Oh, this is interesting. She's actually referring to that we've been in this huge cycle since the March equinox, right? That's interesting. So, and it's culminating with the timeline jump. I haven't even read this. I'm just reading this all with you. We're at 0 point energy. Alchemy is collapsing the old cycles and patterns into the void as an old energetic matrix pattern is being released and dissolved, closing out the old timeline. During this time, our consciousness is infused with new insights. As we are stepping into the Libra equinox portal, we are in the preparation stage of entering a new cycle that will bring new beginnings. This is for us personally and as a collective. And I'm getting goosebumps. I want to share this with you all. Add to your intentions and your prayers that all star seeds, all light workers have abundance, have a home, that are able to, there are many souls out there that are not having a great time right now. So I was getting in the reading yesterday. It's super important for our root chakra to start to stabilize so we can all elevate and move into the new earth timelines. Okay. So this is a powerful opportunity for a zero reset for all of us. Okay. You are all loved. You are all supported. You are all intricately sovereign beings with abundance as our birthright. However, there's so much interference down there that we have to kind of go through these stages and initiations to reclaim our sovereignty as well. And we want to do that as a collective. So I've added that. I actually have been creating affirmations and reading them in the morning and at night. And one of them that I did add was that all of the collective that is asleep, that they awaken to their sovereignty, because the more of us, the better. And that's one of the missions that we came back in, was to not only anchor in light and do our high dimensional work, but also many of us came back for friends and family, because they've been trapped down here for thousands of years. They're on a soul level, but also for the collective, for all of us as a collective of star seeds and light workers, that we work together, and that we're the more unified we are within, and the more unified we are together, the more powerful we are as a unit to complete our mission. Okay. All right. I'm going to go, and then I'll come over back to the questions. I just wanted to go to talk a little bit about, where is it? Where's the list? Here it is. Okay. Maybe I'll come to this in a minute. I want to just make sure that everyone's okay. So Leek Rose, we had lightning and thunderstorms 2 days ago from extreme heat weather. Yeah, we had one of those amazing ones maybe about a month ago, and we don't really have them here. And I felt like that actually was to me, it was like just a message from Prime Source Creator that we can, from a higher divine frequency, ask that our weather be given back to us. Yeah. Oh, wonderful, Bianca. That's beautiful. Oh, earthquakes. Yeah. So some of the earthquakes are being manufactured to create fear and destabilization, but some of them are Gaia shifting her energy as well. She's purging as well. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about, I'm just going to have a little sip of tea. So our ascension symptoms are equated to the light codes coming in and DNA activation. So we agreed as a soul to come into these human forms with only a couple of strands of DNA activated, and that's also part of the quantum J seals. You can check out that video. I've got a couple of videos on my in my playlist. So J seals were seals that were either imprinted on our physical avatar and to block our DNA from activating, and also we would have received that if our ancestors had also received it as well. Okay, so we come in as Prime Source Creator, as Starseed, as ground crew. We have the potential to elevate and activate our new DNA, and that's what we're working on. On a daily, on a weekly basis. So some of the DNA activation symptoms could be body aches and pains, headaches, and they're not all physical. Let me just go through the physical ones and see. Oh, okay. I love this. So actually, this is not just about physical symptoms. So if any of you are having any physical symptoms, write in the comments and I can check in with you. Okay. So some of the DNA activation symptoms are also like you go through this. I know I'm here for a purpose. I know I want to be service to others, and I'm tied to this mission, right? Like tied in as I know I came in for a special reason to help, either to help the earth, the collective, or something. Okay. You might be going through a change in family relationships and friendships right now, where on this journey, as we start to elevate our frequency, many souls leave the chapter, and then that allows more people, more soul tribe to come in. We start to connect with our soul tribe. We want to move into forgiveness, to move on and dissolve cords and clear energy. We start to trust our intuitive abilities and our nature. We realize that we are intuitive. We will have unusual sleep patterns, definitely. Most often it's waking up in the middle of the night, or whenever there's some kind of anomaly that's going on, like a solar flare, or a lightning and thunderstorm, or intense rain or intense heat. There's going to be something that our nervous system is going to pick up on as well. So unusual sleep habits is quite normal. Could be going through intense dreams right now and visions. And if you were to journal, you're to journal about that. We can often go through disorientation to maybe going out on errands in 3D and knowing that we're in 5D. It starts to get fun after a while because we start to really pay attention to where we're going. As an example, going into a store one day, knowing where everything is, going into the store the next day, everything's been moved around, right? So to me, that's not just the store reorganizing thing. That's the universe saying you're on a new timeline, you're in a new reality. All right. Um, we go through a real period of releasing judgments towards ourselves and others. That's a process as well, because friends and family could be going through something. We could be going through something personally. And we also could be clearing multiple lifetimes of judgments that we've imprinted on others, or that we've had imprinted on us, including with our family ancestral DNA. So judgment is a big one that we're all releasing. What else? We could be going through feelings of loneliness and abandonment on this journey. And because when things get removed, the whole idea around that is to force us to go within, to start to connect with our higher self, our angels, to start to connect and have this strong, that's what came in last night, to have this strong, firm foundation, so that we know we always can go back to ourselves. We become our own best friend, basically. We can are with our higher self and our angels. That's why we have teams of light. That's why we have guides with us, so that we don't feel alone as well. Let's see. We have zero tolerance for negativity. That is for sure. We also know, even with an email or a text message, when there's negativity attached to it, or there's a negative agenda attached to it as well. And part of what we learn is choosing to go within to decide, do I respond to that, or do I just not respond? And not responding is a perfect response as well. We don't always have to respond. Let me see. Some days we feel at a loss for our passion. Other days we have high creativity. So it's an up and down roller coaster. Deep, deep longing to go home. Massive starseed homesickness is really part of this journey. And that's okay, because what we start to realize is we wouldn't even know that there was another home if we didn't have the homesickness. So it actually becomes quite something like, we know, like for me, I know I'm here on mission, and I know I'm here to help as many of you as possible. And I also know I have another home, that this isn't my true home. Okay. We're going through a massive heart chakra and high heart chakra expansion into unconditional love. And again, that's up and down because we're going to hit walls where things upset us. And then we're going to have to work through that to try and reopen our heart again. Okay. This soul does mention the twin flame or divine union journey. That is definitely, I just don't talk about it as much anymore, but it definitely is a part for some of you on this journey. However, right now, the priority for many of us is just to make sure that we're whole, that we're not trying to, that's what I'm looking for, absorb energy from another person to make it okay to be here, that we all are becoming these sovereign, powerful containers with great boundaries. But I haven't done a twin flame deep dive for a while, but I will be looking at that soon. But I feel like that right now, I've always been getting the message the last couple of years that a prime source creator is protecting the divine unions because of the essence of there's just so much stuff that we're healing and we're becoming aware of on this planet. Okay. Let's see. Aw, yeah, I know, Sue. I know. Let's see. Sometimes, let me just see. Yeah, some people get called to start doing remote viewing. And my version of remote viewing is looking at the higher dimensions and looking at the potential outcomes. Some are called to do remote viewing with what's actually happening in 3D. And I'll just give you a caveat, heads up about that. We all have that ability, but make sure you're strong enough to actually be okay about what you're going to see, because you're going to see a lot of traumatized dark energy. Okay. So I made a decision way back in 2013 to start to focus on the positive and not remote view the dark side. Yeah. But some of you are called to do that. But we start to, our abilities, our superpowers come online, our clairs, because we're becoming multidimensional beings. Sometimes time speeds up. Sometimes, like, I don't know about all of you, sometimes like 4 hours, it just goes by in the morning. And then we lose track of time. Yeah. I love this one. We start to really notice the number sequences. You all have different unique number sequences that come forward. We're going to start seeing 1111 a lot again. I've been seeing 777, 444, and 333 was a numerology numerology code that I was guided to start to activate and integrate for Gaia this morning that would help her with the divine feminine energy. So I'm working with Gaia a little bit more in that regard as well. We also get to the point where we no longer care what anybody thinks of us. I think since 2020, that's been a real setting our boundaries and becoming the strong individual. Well, if I can't hang out with that tribe, then I know I'm okay to be the sovereign being and that my soul tribe is coming. Okay. Let me just see. We're losing every gateway we go through, clearing fear and stress and PTSD, and we level up to regain more of our personal power or willpower. Yeah, I don't know why it's right at the end, but some of you are maybe going through back and neck pains and headaches and stuff like that, and that's part of the higher DNA that's in, like, the neural pathways in our head and our skull that are also trying to activate as well. So I just went through a real period of that through the end of August. Okay. Oh, Ishel Oracle's being shown what needs clearing through dreams. Yeah, and you know what? Oh, sorry, I just realized I know how to do this. Thank you. So we're also doing a lot of work in our dreams. And what I noticed through Mercury retrograde, I was being shown a lot of intel of people that I was healing other timelines and past lives and everything with, because sometimes we can't be with them in person. So we're being shown a lot of what's being cleared through dreams, but we're also clearing a lot through our dreams. So thank you. That's perfect. Let me just see. Anyone here being influenced by solar flares the last couple of days? That might also be part of the pre-equinox energy. Yes, I believe so. Masumink, if I'm saying that correctly. I do believe so. I've equated solar flares and solar activity with these powerful gateways. They kind of go hand in hand, like a lock and a key. So many of you might be experiencing the solar flare. So you're either going to be super tired and or all ramped up. So absolutely, I agree with that. I'm just going to show Sue's. Yeah, so Sue's homesick for her twin. Her twin is part of her team now on the other side, and absolutely. And I have other souls, not the twin, but I have other souls on the other side of the veil that are part of my team now. And sometimes I'm really homesick for them because it represents a different chapter of our life that's over. It's changed so much, So thanks for sharing that, Sue. Sue's got hi Arizona Raven, no problem. Sue's got back and neck pain for sure. So the spine, then that's great to share, right? So the spine, our spinal column, and the chakras are in the front, right? So the spine and the spinal column are becoming crystalline. The crystals are trying to come online. So it will push up density and show us, and it's also connected to all the meridians as well. It is. I just put a lidocaine patch on my back and then got on here. Yeah, I'm glad that you did that, Arizona Raven. I found a topical, it's mainly essential oils with some arnica, and I noticed as of last night that my knee started to bother me. So today I added cayenne pepper and ginger to my smoothie. So it's getting to be that time, definitely. So yeah, we're all gonna be feeling a little achy and painy, and that's part of it as well. Okay. All right. Why don't I'm going to pull some more cards for us and just see if there's anything else. If anyone has any, yeah, keep sharing. And if anyone has like any other specific questions about what's going on, or you want to share something as well. So, oh, this is great. Thank you, Sue. So Sue's just sharing. She's had people in her dreams that she's disconnected with. Yes, me too. And what we're doing is we're healing and we're clearing timelines, things that we can't do with them in person. Yeah. So sometimes for me it's family. Sometimes it's people that I've grown up with. Sometimes it's people that a long time ago. Oh, okay. I will share with you all to help you elevate and prepare for this gateway. If you have the energy to do it now, great. If not, you can do it even after the equinox. Declutter and clean. I just went through like a week of that. It started with the new moon. I did laundry, I did my floors, I recycled, I decluttered. I released a few people on Facebook just because the contracts had finished, with love and grace. So we're being given a whole opportunity. It's great to go through closets and release clothes that we no longer wear and donate them and that kind of thing. So that's a perfect thing to do for the equinox. Lights flickering and lights on plug sockets, random flashes. Yeah, I've been seeing random flashes too. I've actually, I actually, thank you, Sleek Rose. Okay, so what I've also been noticing is sometimes I'll see flashes of color and it will show me that I'm not on my highest timeline. It took me a while to figure this out. So every once in a while I'll see a flash of red. And then I started to tune in like, oh, I'm not on my highest timeline. Somehow I got moved over to the 3D timeline. This is just brand new. When I know that I'm back on my highest timeline, I see flashes of blue. And sometimes I see huge. Sometimes if I go into nature, they'll just show me like the whole. It's like part of the image of the forest just disappears, and it's just all a big panel of blue. Oh, perfect. Okay, so beyond, this is a perfect question. So why is that not working? Okay, I'm not sure what's going on. Hold on. There we go. Tips for disconnecting kids from screen time. Yeah, so it's pretty challenging with kids right now because it's being promoted so much in schools as well. So what you could do is call on your angels and Archangel Michael and invoke the violet flame around the devices and around them while they're sleeping, and just ask that all cords be disconnected from them. And you are the mother, so you may have to just say only so much screen time as well. But yeah, I would do something like that. I would start to help them detach from the energy of the devices while they're not on them, while they're sleeping. I love that. That's perfect. Okay. So I'm just going to pull a few more cards for us. Been on for 33 minutes right now. I'm not going to pull tarot today. I'm just going to pull some other messages for us. Okay, so we're going through, this is an opportunity for repair, restore, realigning our DNA. And we got number 35, repair, 528 megahertz for miracles. So choose a binaural frequency to listen to that will help your DNA and help integrate all the codes. Okay, so I love that. So that's repair. Number 26, participation. But this is the Elven community, so that's just a reminder to spend time out with the nature elements during this time period to help realign. That'll also help with the DNA activations and the ascension symptoms as well. Number 9, consciousness. So a powerful time for our consciousness expansion. And this is also an Ascension healing shield. So we do still need to make sure that we're clearing our energy every day, and that we're placing light shields around us, around our kids, around our home. And that keeps us at a higher frequency so that there's less interference as well. The other team, Team D, I like to call them, they are very aware of how powerful these gateways are for us. Their whole idea is to stop us from ascending, which won't happen, but they have fun playing the game, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to pull like a goddess message just to see what divine goddess message would like to come in. Okay. So this is actually a deck I've had for quite a while. It's called the Divine Feminine, but I haven't really pulled any cards, but the Goddess Collective has been coming to me saying that it's a very powerful time for us to integrate the divine goddess codes and start to remember that that's part of our journey. So we have, can't even pronounce this, Enden Nuna, the High Priestess. And that's what you all are. And even divine masculines, when you watch this later, you also are anchoring in divine goddess codes as well. I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. I love that. It's so beautiful. And this beautiful soul, she's a warrior. She's a goddess warrior. That's what we are. We're galactic goddesses. Okay, I'm going to. So this deck that I keep forgetting what it's called Work Your Light by Rebecca Campbell. I found the box today so I could remember the actual name of the deck. I'm just going to pull a couple, and I might pull just like 1 or 2 chakras just to see if there's anything else. So this came in. So if you haven't watched the blue comet and the messages for us from yesterday, so amazing, because there was a channel message from Mother Mary. I just wasn't able to put it on the title. It was too long, but we're to call in our tribe, our soul family, through this gateway as well. We don't have to do this alone. Okay. And I'm just going to pull a couple of chakra messages just to see if there's any other information, any other particular chakras, any timelines that want to come in for us. This is the Angels of Atlantis deck, which is upside down. Okay. Again, Archangel Raziel, intuition. So a very, very powerful time for our DNA and our superpowers to come online through this gateway to activate our intuitive abilities, our intuition. And if any of you are experiencing headaches, etc., that might be part of it as well. And let's just see. So that's the third eye activation we're going through. I love this. Perfect way to end. Archangel Michael, crown chakra. And this is like, the angelics are helping us. They're surrounding the planet with love. They're surrounding us with love. It says exaltation. So we're getting a lot of crown chakra and third eye activations. And this is our mission. We came in to anchor light and love and activate the new grid system. Okay. Yeah. Thank you to everyone else. I saw Catherine from Nova Scotia. Thank you for being here for the live. I didn't get a chance to say hi to you. I'm going to say love and aloha, everyone, and head off. I'm going to go and take a 5-minute break and then start the mini reading. So have a beautiful, amazing equinox. Thank you for liking and sharing this message. I so appreciate being here with you. I will be back live soon. And yeah, thank you for checking out the latest deep dive around the blue comet as well. Such amazing messages for all of us. Love and aloha. Sending you all so much aloha. Thank you for being here. Take care, everyone. Bye.